Hey lovely people, welcome back once again to another episode of Stitches Biz Collection. I'm Miss Stitches. Today in this video, I'm going to share with you how to make a simple but beautiful beaded key holder. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button. Let's get started. Materials needed. So to start, you cut your fish line. You make sure it's not too long. You cut it off. And we are using 0.60. So you make sure you have the ends of the fish line, then you pick 4 beads. Fix on any side of the fish line, being it the right side or the left side. You fix all 4 beads. And then you cross with the 4th bead. Using the other side of the fish line, you make sure you have the ends of the fish line and then you pull it out. Then you have your first ring done. Then going on, you pick 3 beads, fix 1 bead on the left, fix 1 bead on the right fish line, and then you cross with the 3rd bead. You cross with both fish line. So with the 3rd bead, you cross with both fish lines. You pull it out. Then you have your second ring. Then you fix 1 bead on the left fish line again, fix 1 bead on the right fish line again. Then you cross with the 3rd bead using both fish lines. You pull it out. Then you have your 3rd ring done. And then you weave on with the same method 6 times. So when you get to the sit part, you pick 3 beads, fix all 3 beads on the left fish line, or you fix it on one side of the fish line, and then you cross with the 3rd bead using the other side of the fish line. So you cross the 3rd bead using the other side of the fish line. Then you have the fish line turn to the other side. So on this fish line, you still fix 3 beads. And then you cross with the 3rd bead using the other side of the fish line, which is the right side of the fish line. You cross with the 3rd bead. Then you have it this way. Then with the right fish line, go through the next bead. And then you pick 2 beads, fix on the left fish line. Then you cross with the 2nd bead using the right fish line. You pull it out. And then with the right fish line, go through the next bead, fix 2 beads on the left fish line again. You cross with the 2nd bead using the right fish line, and then you weave on till you get to the last but 1 bead. So on this fish line, you pick 2 beads, fix 1 bead on that side, and then you cross with the 2nd bead using the other side of the fish line. So you cross with the 2nd bead using both fish lines. Then you have the fish line turned. Then you can weave to the other side as well. So on this fish line, you fix 3 beads, and then you cross with the 3rd bead using the right fish line. You pull it out. Then with the right fish line, you go through the next bead, and then you weave on with the same method 2 rounds. So 2 times you weave with the same method. So after you are done, you should get 4 steps in all. So that's what you should get in all. You should get 4 steps, and then we are going to continue weaving with the same method. But this time you weave to the 4th bead here. So you weave to the 4th bead, leaving the 2 beads upwards. So on this fish line, you fix 3 beads, then you cross with the 3rd bead using the right fish line. You pull it out. Then with the right fish line, go through the next bead, fix 2 beads on the left fish line, cross with the 2nd bead using the right fish line, and then with the right fish line, go through the next bead again, fix 2 beads on your left fish line, you cross with the 2nd bead, then you go through the last bead. Then on this fish line, you're about to turn, so you fix 2 beads, on the other side of the fish line, then you cross with the second bead using the other side of the fish line. Then you fix 3 beads on the left fish line again, you cross with the third bead using the right fish line. Then with the right fish line, go through the next bead, fix 2 beads again, then you weave downwards. So on this fish line, you fix 2 beads, then with that same fish line, you go through this bead here. So you have it this way. Then with this fish line, you go through the next 3 beads, then with the other side of the fish line, you go through the next 1 bead. So you have the fish line coming out of the last but 1 bead on the top. So this is what you should get if you're on the right track. And then on this fish line, you fix 3 beads, and then you cross with the third bead using the other side of the fish line. And then with the right fish line, you go through the next bead, fix 2 beads on that side again, then you cross with the second bead using the right fish line. You pull it out, then with the right fish line, you go through the next bead. But this time on this fish line, you fix the keychain. So that's where you fix your keychain. So you fix the keychain first, and then you should have, then you pick 1 bead. You pick 1 bead, fix on the same side of the fish line. So you have it this way. Then with that same bead you fixed, you cross with the other side of the fish line. So you should have it this way. Then now you pass your fish lines through. So you pass your fish line through the keychain again, and then you pass it through all the beads step by step. So you need to take your time to pass it through the beads because that will hold the keychain. So you need to secure your work very, very well. And this is what you should get after you are done. You just cut it off, and then we are going to repeat the same thing on the other side without the keychain this time. So with a new fish line, you skip the first bead, then you go through the second bead, so the last but 1 bead. Then on this fish line, you fix 3 beads, and then you cross with the third bead using the other side of the fish line. Make sure you have the ends so one side will be longer than the other. Then with the right fish line, go through the next bead, fix 2 beads on the left fish line again, then you cross with the second bead. Then this time you fix 1 bead, then you cross with both sides of the fish line. Then this is what you get after you are done. Then you pass your fish lines through as we did with the other side. So this is what you should get after you are done. You have your key holder nicely and neatly made. So I made one off camera, and we are done with our beaded love shaped key holder. So you can make this in any color of your choice. If you want to see more of my tutorials, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to comment and share as well. Do well to follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you. See you in my next video. Have a nice day and bye.